Which defect in aircraft finishes may be caused by adverse humidity, drafts, or sudden changes in temperature? Blushing. Which type of coating typically includes phosphoric acid as one of its components at the time of application? Wash primer. Which statement is true regarding paint system compatibility? Old wash primer coats may be overcoated directly with epoxy finishes. Before applying a protective coating to any unpainted clean aluminum, you should avoid touching the surface with bare hands. Fungicidal dopes are used in aircraft finishes as the first coat to prevent fabric rotting and are applied thin enough to saturate the fabric. Aluminum pigment in dope is used primarily to reflect ultraviolet from the fabric. Before applying a protective coating to any unpainted clean aluminum, you should avoid touching the surface with bare hands. What is likely to occur if unhydrated wash primer is applied to unpainted aluminum and then about 30 to 40 minutes later a finished top coat when the humidity is low? Corrosion. Which properly applied finished top coat is the most durable and chemical resistant? Polyurethane. Cabin upholstery materials installed in current standard category airplanes must be at least flame resistant. A correct use for acetone is to remove grease from fabric. What is used to slow the drying time of some finishes and to prevent blush? Retarder. If registration numbers are to be applied to an aircraft with a letter height of 12 inches, what is the minimum space required for the registration mark N1683C? Question mark. Note, 2/3 times height equals character width, 1/6 times weight equals width for 1/4 times 2/3 height equals spacing, 1/6 by height equals stroke or line width. The answer is 52 inches. If masking tape is applied to an aircraft such as for trim spraying and is left on for several days and or exposed to heat, it is likely that the tape will cure to the finish and be very difficult to remove. What is the usual cause of runs and sags in aircraft finishes? Too much material applied in one coat. Which of the following is a hazard associated with sanding on fabric-covered surfaces during the finishing process? Static electricity buildup. What is likely to occur if hydrated wash primer is applied to unpainted aluminum and then about 30 to 40 minutes later a finished top coat when the humidity is low? A glossy, blush-free finish. What font must be used for 12-inch U.S. aircraft registration markings? Hence the N number. Any Roman font without embellishment. That finishes all of the questions for aircraft finishes on Dauntless 2026.